Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge, and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Washington State Cougars, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Washington State Cougars offense will take the field first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking to throw, it's Slater. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Let's step back here and chat a little Washington State. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough. But it looks as if they won this battle with the commitment from the 3-star receiver, Jesse.
He just thought he had better opportunities on and off the field here at this program. He's going to get a lot of chances to make plays early. With his talent, expect him to start right away. And if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to be trying to find ways to get this 3-star the ball.
Hauls it in, looking for space. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The LSU Tigers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. He got it. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Snagged in the middle. It's Gideon. He gets it in. Touchdown LSU. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Drives to back and leaves it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. To the air, it's Slater. Makes the grab on the left. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the grab. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Cougars with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen.
Hold it. Defense.
Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. The RPO, it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're scaring at third.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last...
Oh, he's got some space. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. Washington State ready to go with another first down. Scanning the field, it's Slater. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They try to pop a run on the draw. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it slips just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Inside the touchdown LSU. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, they worked the play action, and he had his guy outside one-on-one on the go route, and there was no question who's going to be getting the football on this one. Phenomenal job stacking the defender on the route. He gets in behind him, able to make the catch way down the field, and then run it in for the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick release by the QB. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Punt is on its way. Now on the return. He gets a block. Extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
To the air, it's Slater. Just a short pass to the tight end. Turns it on in midfield. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on first down. Right on the money. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking downfield on first down. Wiggles free. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Wants to fire on second down. Grabs it in the middle. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
After putting up a three-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got...
Breaks into the open. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC Championship game. And that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up. And you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality in the ground game.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Crosses to 40. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. The lone back's got it.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example.
Gets away from one, finds room. Touchdown, Tigers! Once he got some room, it was over.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to pass. It's Slater. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Get it out on the screen. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires the pass, intercepted. Touchdown, Tigers! And they turn it into a defensive score. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. They get to him as he throws. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got it in the middle. It's hooked.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Humphries. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
And the missed connection on third down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Looking to convert, LSU comes to the line on fourth. Making side adjustments here. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. LSU trying to convert a fourth down.
42, Spider.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab past the marker. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Quick strike complete. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass, it's Slater. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Washington State sends out the punt unit. A high kick trying to pin them deep. special teams. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he showed himself to be a regular Spinderella, but not a lot of room to run. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments. And with that, let's head back to Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge.
Washington State has it teed up, and we're ready to go here in the second half. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Quarterbacks work so hard on those mechanics, but sometimes things start moving fast and they get away from it.
And when you get on that back foot, a lot of times that ball's going to drift, and you're not coming through the target, so you're not putting enough mustard on it to get it to finish through your target and the ball to get there in a hurry. So all those mechanics are things you work on, but you're right. When you put a defense in front of you, it kind of changes that thing a little bit.
The Tigers will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man to the left. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Oh, he makes the catch. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Makes the grab down the middle. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. motion from the wideout. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Washington State will have to boot it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great
Got a lot of room to the right. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Makes the quick grab. There he goes. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Off the play fake on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Jones. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Tight end now in motion. Gives it on the option. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. And the Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. A running game has been slammed in reverse on the last 2 plays. Let's see what they've got on 3rd and 17. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job on the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. He'll bring it out. It's Villa. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll move the wide receiver. Fires it incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He's got it on the right. Breaks into the open. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. It's complete. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Offense set on 1st down. From the gun, to give, looking for room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. One final play before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that shot downfield falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it, floating down toward the earth. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. The give to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right?
Oh, he's got some space. At the 30. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Charlotte is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 8 over Vanderbilt. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Makes the grab. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, it's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They want to run it left here. Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
This offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now. They're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires downfield. Working on the right. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. He is having a day, and there's still a ways to go, but pretty soon he might make a call on Kayshon Bouttie's single-game receiving record.
Yeah, and if I'm him, I'm going to my QB and be like, listen, dog, I'm close. Feed me that rock. I want to go get the record. Nobody's guarding me. Nobody can stop me. Just get it to me, and I'll make the plays for you. And right now, listen, if I'm the LSU quarterback, I'm like, yeah, you keep doing that, I'll keep feeding you the rock.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. 4th quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative, or you can just go for rub it in your face, eat that. You know, I don't like the other coach.
Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Gives it on the option. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. He'll try to take it back. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Got enough for the first. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. LSU lining up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long, who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Yeah, just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting, keep throwing the football, try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Washington State sends out the punt unit. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin him back deep in their own end. And the returner will be brought down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers.
Looking deep. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're
intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Snags it quickly on the left. Still on his feet at the 45. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over, and maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Timeout called by the defense, and 15 seconds to go in this one. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Pulls it in. It's Payne. There he goes. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, it's been that kind of day for the offense, and this quarterback specifically. They've had their chances, and they've had opportunities throughout the course of the game to get some pitches and catches and make some explosive plays. Just not able, though, to hook up. And you saw it on that 4th.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he's got it inside the 35. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
And I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm. And we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.